Welcome back, everyone. We're in the first week of November's Reflect and Reclaim theme and the fifth week of the fourth quarter challenge. I'm your leadership lady live, and today our focus is on health of your team. But before we go further, remember to like, subscribe, share, and invite someone to join this challenge with you. However, before we proceed, here's a heads up. Our accelerated R4 cohort, developed just for women in transition, starts with a complimentary overview on Saturday, November 8th, and our Put Your Dreams to the Test Mastermind Leadership Learning Circle launches Tuesday, November 11th. Both programs address growth through challenge and change, exactly what we're discussing today. My question for you, leaders, is how has your team grown through challenge or change this year? Right up front, I acknowledge that some of you had teams that did not grow through the challenge or the change. Instead, they fractured. Some of you lost team members. Some of you are leading teams that are still struggling. But even in those tough situations, some insights can help you to move forward. What I know after decades of working with teams is this: challenge merely reveals what's already there, and change accelerates what's already happening. If your team grew stronger through difficulty, it's because you had foundations in place, even if you didn't realize it. If your team struggled, it's showing you exactly where you need to build or mend. So let's get tactical about this with a five-step system. First, identify the specific challenge or change that your team faced. Be very specific because different challenges reveal different things about your team's capability and character. Was it a leadership transition? Maybe a major project with impossible deadlines? Perhaps a pivot in strategy or direction? Was it a team member turnover problem or external pressure from market changes? Second, assess how each team member responded. This is where you gain crucial insights. Who stepped up? Who shut down? Who became the glue that held it all together? Who revealed leadership capacity you didn't even know that they had? And importantly, who showed you that they weren't in the right seat on your team bus? How did they show you? Don't judge these observations, simply catalog them because they're just data that will help you ultimately lead your team better. Third, identify where the breakdowns happened when you were under pressure. Remember that pressure does not create problems. It simply pulls the covers off and reveals them. Maybe your communication system worked fine in normal times, but failed during crisis. Maybe your decision-making process was too slow when speed was what was really required. Maybe you discovered that you didn't have clarity around the roles and responsibilities of team members until they were stressed. These breakdowns are gifts if you use them to build better systems. Fourth, name what strengths emerged. This is critical and often overlooked. Team leaders tend to look at what was wrong and miss what was right. Your team needs celebration as well as calibration. Did your team show incredible adaptability? Did people develop new skills out of necessity? Did collaboration deepen because you had to rely on each other? Did trust grow because people saw each other's humanity under pressure? These strengths are your foundation for 2026. Fifth, capture the lessons while they're fresh. Most leaders don't debrief and document what the team learned from challenge or change. That sets you back tremendously because it sets you up to repeat the same struggles and the same mistakes. When you do that with your team, it does wonders. Do it this month. Ask the team members, what did we learn about ourselves as a team this year? What should we keep doing? What should we stop doing? And what should we start doing? Document those answers. Create a simple document and refer to that document quarterly as you go through 2026. Repeat this whole process quarterly in 2026 so that you can catch things as they begin before they get worse or difficult to handle. There's one more critical question I have for you. Has your team grown closer together or further apart through this year's challenges? The answer will tell you everything that you need to know about your team culture, about your leadership, and what you can do to grow. If your team grew closer, then you provided an element of psychological safety. Your job in 2026 is to protect that safety and keep investing in it. If your team grew further apart, you have work to do on rebuilding connection. And it's okay because as you work to develop trust, that is the answer that will allow you to fix the problem. You can't fix what you don't know or acknowledge. Here's some leadership truth. Your team's growth through challenge and change was not automatic. It happened because of how you led them through it. If growth didn't happen because of gaps, it was also because of how you led. But either way, you know what to do because you now have very valuable information and you can plan accordingly. This week, take time to start by scheduling a 30-minute personal reflection section. You can reflect on how your team navigated 2025's challenges and changes. Now, don't just reflect, write down your observations using the framework that I gave you. Then schedule a team conversation before the end of this month, if possible. Collectively reflect with your team on your growth as a team. Make it safe. Allow team members to be honest. The teams that dominate in 2026 are going to be those teams that engaged and grew through and overcame the challenges and changes of 2025. When those teams capture the lessons that they learned, they will continue to grow and be viable. Now, told you earlier about the women's R4 cohort, a supportive space to navigate what you're facing. I can offer that space because I've gone through several major career changes over the 51 years that I've been in the marketplace. Our accelerated R4 cohort starts with a complimentary session on Saturday, November 8th, and then you'll have four powerful sessions to help you reimagine, rise, reset, and relaunch your next chapter with clarity, community, and practical tools. You'll walk away with a workbook full of insights and a community that understands your journey. And then, if you're a leader or anyone with a dream that you want to fulfill during 2026, I will put your dreams to the test. Mastermind Leadership Learning Circle, which starts on November 11th, is just what the doctor ordered for you. We'll work through John Maxwell's proven framework together. You'll get support, challenge, clarity, and accountability to create a path to pursue it. This is your mastermind community to turn dreams into a reality. If you found value in today's message, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so that you'll know whenever I release a new video and share with a leader who might find it valuable. Invite someone to join you on the fourth quarter challenge. We're finishing 2025 strong and setting up for an incredible 2026. And we're building a community that's unlike anything else. Comment below. Tell me what's one way your team grew through challenge this year. I want to hear your stories and I celebrate your team's resilience with you. I'll see you next week. Have a wonderful weekend.